Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon for everybody. Nice to meet you in our webinar today, which is about Microsoft Forms. It is a very unique and distinguished tool from Microsoft Office 365. So let's begin with this video. Okay. Sorry. Yes, thank you for watching. Good evening another time. Welcome. Yes, I am Shawqia Hawawre from Palestine, the president of the Arab English Teachers Association. Now let's begin with a very funny and interesting activity. Yes, I will send you now. Wait a minute. Yes. Please write in any browser this number on class point. I will write in the chat box here in order to introduce yourselves. It is just write class point in any browser, class point. Yes. Then you can enter just here. It is in the chat box. Write class point in any browser, Google, Edge, Firefox, whatever. And then insert this number. You see it here. Or you can take the QR like this by your mobiles. Then enter this number 55097 and we will introduce ourselves, okay? Write your name and your country, okay? If it is not understood, I will repeat. Write class point in any browser. Then there is a rectangle. You will write this number, which is the class code 55097. Okay, yes, I see some participants have joined. Okay, nice, excellent, thank you. Then introduce yourselves. Who are you and where are you from? Where are you from? Your name, your country, okay? If you don't know how, you can take this QR by your mobiles, okay? So please, I will wait for 1 more minute in order to let more participants to participate here. Just like this, write class point in any browser, then enter this code number, or you can take this QR by your mobiles, okay? Then you can write your name and your country. I can see 13, 14 participants have joined. So, yes. Yes, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. The time will be over. Yes, after half a minute, I will close the submission. Yes, excellent, nice. Hi, Miss Nawal Abu Sheikha. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Taqwa. Yes, welcome to our session. Hi, Miss Asma, Miss Samani. Yes, Miss Samah also, Wajiha, welcome all, welcome. Oh my God, that's fantastic. Excellent, Sadine, excellent, Meha, Marwa, Ihab, sorry to not to say Mr., Mrs., etc. Asma, Amina, nice, Wala, yes, very nice. I need more participants, just 18 participants, 19 participants here. Yes, Farah, Khayyat, I'm from Syria. I lived in Saudi Arabia. Welcome, nice, excellent. Mubarak from India, excellent. Aida from Egypt, welcome, Miss Aida. Excellent, yes. Yes, I can see more answers, more participants. Yes, excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. Egypt, Miss Egypt. Yes. Mervat from Egypt, English teacher. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Riham Adel from Egypt. Excellent. Yes, nice. Pakistan. Yes, Fawziya Talat, Pakistan. Welcome. Yes, thank you. Al Hassan from Morocco. Excellent. So nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now we introduce ourselves. Now let's return to our session. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, a short answer here from Riham. Hello, Riham. Hilal, I'm from Egypt, etc. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, let's begin and start our presentation. Our presentation today will be about this one. I will make it on the whole one, on the whole screen, sorry. Yes. Sorry, from the beginning. Our webinar in this session will be about Microsoft Forms, and it is your way for creativity by me, the president of the Arab English Teachers Association, Ms. Shawqia Hawawre. I'm from Palestine, as you know, and I welcome you all and thank you for joining us. Okay, now, thanks God, I have a lot of achievements, like I am a MIE trainer, Microsoft expert, ambassador for many apps and tools like Wakelet, Bunsen, Yearboard, ClassPoint, Minecraft. I have a lot of achievements inside my country and outside my country. I'm a keynote speaker, for example, locally and globally. I have attended many sessions and trained on thousands of sessions on different Microsoft Office tools and also on many 21st century skills and teaching studies strategies. Thank you. So, assalamu alaikum. Hello, hi, good day. Welcome all. And we introduce each other. As you know, here it is the Microsoft forms, and those are some samples of forms that I created using this app, which is very engaging and motivating. I advise all of you to use it in order to engage your students as well as your trainers in your meetings. You can use it for your curricula. You can use it for entertainment, maybe. You can use it for feedback, not only at schools, but also at universities, at companies, associations, and many places. And you can also make it as a competition in order to stimulate and motivate your learners more and more. And it is like an electronic exam, and you can give a feedback, immediate feedback to your learners in order to stimulate them. And if you want to, for example, to let them repeat the exam, you can also let them. And not only exams, as we will see, but also other things. Here, if you have a look at this photo also, there are two main kinds of forms. Maybe it is new form or new quiz. What is the difference? We will see also it is this thing by practical training, inshallah. A new form, it is like a poll or survey. You can take, for example, participants' feedback, as I will do at the end maybe. You can make a survey of something, some urgent topic, for example. If we want to make, for example, a survey about how much do our students use mobile phones at homes, maybe you will be astonished and maybe shocked. Some will say, for example, 10 hours, others will say 12 hours, 4 hours, etc. And you can make many other kinds. Also, new quizzes, like for us as educators, we need this app, this tool for making new quizzes to take feedback of our students' progress, their proficiency, in order to how to deal with them, how to, for example, to strengthen them, to get rid of their weaknesses in some points, for example. And not only in one language, you can use it. If you are an English language, you can make new quizzes or a new form. If you are, for example, a history, also teaching a history teacher, you can also use it. If you are a science teacher, a math teacher, etc. Look here, those are some samples of some teachers who made some exams or some quizzes on maths, history, English, etc. So let's continue. So those are some samples, as I said. Look here, maybe in Arabic, in English, in Italian, in French, etc. Here it is about Palestine. It is about Wakelet. When I trained, for example, on Wakelet, I made this form in order to collect responses. If you have a look here, you can see 348 responses. This means that those are the participants who answered or who participated in this form to collect their responses and to see if, for example, my training was successful or not. What do they need? What was positive? What were the positive points or the negative ones, etc. Okay, and you can elaborate more and more. Here it is on Wakelet also 17 responses. Here no responses because it is not shared. Here it is about digital citizenship. As you know, it is one of the 21st century skills, and I made this form in order to collect responses to see if our learners know what is digital citizenship and how can we enhance it inside them. Also here you can see about Microsoft Office, 119 responses. It means that there are many participants shared in it. Here about English skills, 67 responses, about MIE expert 2022 to 2023, 75 responses. This is about vocabulary for my 12th graders, for example, on unit 4, and we will open it and see how can we answer it. For example, it is a technology one, etc. So those are some samples of them. Okay, sorry. So here we will see in this webinar what is Microsoft Forms, how do we create an account on Microsoft Forms, what are the uses of Microsoft Forms, and what are the kinds of sharing on Microsoft Forms. Is it one kind or more than one kind? Microsoft Forms, if I ask you, why do we use Microsoft Forms? Please write in the chat box. Why do we use Microsoft Forms? Please write any answer in the chat box. I want to activate you. Why do we use Microsoft Forms? If you have an idea about it, why do we use Microsoft Forms? Write in the chat box, please. Yes. Yes, I can see Miss Bara says online exams and quizzes. Miss Samah says for quizzes. Miss Thana to make quizzes. Miss Asma for polls. Miss Wala says quizzes, surveys, polls, etc. Miss Asma says quizzes. Excellent, excellent answers. Yes, thank you very much for being active with me. For getting, Miss Omnia says for getting feedback or quizzes. Dr. K says discussion. Miss Iman, interest. We will see if it is used for discussion or not. Miss Iman, for interest, maybe, yes, why not? Why not? For entertainment. Miss Nermina says for exams. Miss Amani for quizzes. Noreen says to connect all countries. Excellent point. As you know, communication also is another important skill in this century. So we should be connected with other countries, like here nowadays in our association we have weekly webinars, lectures, etc., in order to connect all the participants or the educators, the students, learners all over the world. Okay, Miss Aida says to make a survey and electronic test, attending meetings. Excellent. For quizzes, Sadine says, Sadine is, by the way, is a student at school, and she is an active learner and trainer. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Sadine, for quizzes. Also, Asma says exams. Miss Nawal says games. Thank you. Dr. K, questionnaires. Yes, nice. For questionnaires to collect feedback. Omeima to collect information, feedback, quizzes. It is helpful in our interaction with the students for evaluation, for interaction, for interactive session. Excellent. Good day. Thank you, Mr. Zuhrab. Yes, thank you. Welcome. Miss Marwa says quizzes, etc. So those are some of your nice answers. Thank you. So we will see. Now, what is Microsoft Forms? Microsoft Forms is one of the Office 365 apps, and it is for education customers and also for business customers and users with a Microsoft account like Hotmail, Live, or Outlook, as well as I said at the beginning, for educators, for anyone who want to use it in either at school or outside the school. Type, how can we create an account on Microsoft Forms? There are many ways. Maybe you can just write Office. You can now, after inshallah the presentation, we will begin with practically training. You can begin with me at once. Just write office.com on any browser. You can sign in, and you can create an account for you, and then you can begin using this app. Or you can, if you don't want to use emails, for example, like Microsoft account or Hotmail account or Outlook account, etc., you can use it or log in by your mobile number. Someone will say, really? Can I use my mobile number and have or an account on this app? Yes, we will see how. We will see how, inshallah. Uses of Microsoft Forms, as you said, like quizzes, surveys, polls, etc. Okay, thank you. Then, kinds of sharing on Microsoft Forms. As you know, when we make or create anything, any activity using Microsoft tools, okay, we can share these ideas, this information, this knowledge with others, with my students, with my colleagues, with my director, headmistress, headmaster, friends, whomever I want. So there are many kinds of sharing, as we will see, like collaborating or duplicating or sharing just for viewing. only. Sharing and collaborating, as I said, sometimes we want to cooperate with our colleagues. For example, I can begin with a form and I send the link for my colleague, and he or she can collaborate and add, edit, omit, whatever, or just to make, for example, correction for me. Then, or we can share it as a template, and we will see what is the difference between them, inshallah. Collaboration. What is collaboration? What is collaboration? As I said, you can invite others to respond to the phone and collaborate. Yes. So first he respond, then he can collaborate with this phone, or you can use it built-in analytics to evaluate responses. As you see in my forms, there are many responses. So there is analysis of or a feedback of these participants. So I can make an assessment, evaluation, whatever. Also, we can export results to Excel sheet by, for example, downloading Excel sheet for additional analysis or grading. We want to grade sometimes our students by using quizzes, but by using forms, no. I don't want to grade them, but just to take feedback or analytics. Okay. We will come to questions later, inshallah. Now, let's begin with the practical, the practical learning. Before I here begin, I want to show you some of my forms. Look here. This is some of my samples of forms. I have two accounts, one by the ministry account and one by my personal account. Those are some of the forms that I made. Look here, look here. If I open this, I will show it to you. Wait a minute. Here you see the title, Vocabulary, Unit 1 and 2, and it has 12 points. Okay, it is for 9th grade by Shawqia Hawawre. It means who created this form. And here, those are the questions, those are the responses. Look here, 11 responses, average score 1.3, active status active, yes. Then review answers. If you want to review answers before sharing it, you can just click on it. Yes, look here. Yes, now here, this is the name, this is the grade, school, directorate, country. If you want to write these, if you don't want to know who is the participant, you can omit these. But I advise you to write the name or to ask them to write their names in order to grade them, for example. Okay, here, this is the first question, the plane. For example, the student or the participant want to choose one. And if you have a look here in this circle, there is something. It means that you should pick which is the correct answer here. Okay, here score 2 points, needs review. Here, if you need review, here the second question, the third, etc., etc. Yes, if you want to review more and more, I can return here. So those are some of the questions. Here also you see the background. If you want to change it, you can change it by just look here, the theme here. You can pick from these themes inside the forms. If you have a look here, look, when I press this one, it changes immediately. Yes, you see it? Yes, those are in order to decorate it, or if you like, just pick from these colors. Look here. Yes, or these ones. Yes, or any other one that you want. Okay, those are from the themes. If you want to customize it, also you can customize it. Here, this is the for a preview another time if you want to preview it before sharing it. If you want to add any new thing, you can press here, as we will see. Look here, for example, order the words from to form a complete sentence. For example, if you see here it is capital small, you can change it if it is wrong in spelling, punctuation, etc. So you can change it. It is for this question, which is the last question, and it has 2 points, as you see, because we want to grade our students. And here are the responses. So this is from the preview. You look here like the eye. This is the theme. And before that, I advise you always to just click on the 3 points here, then put the settings here, yes, and then you can modify them if you want. For example, here options for a quiz, because it is a quiz. It is a quiz. Options for a quiz show results automatically. If you open it like this, so the student or the participant will see how did or how much did he obtain. For example, did he get 2 from 12, 10 from 12 to 12 from 12, etc. If you put it here as it open. But if you lock it and close it, there is no result automatically, okay? But you want to encourage your students, so open it, okay? Responders will see their results and correct answers immediately after submitting the quiz. Immediately. It means that you or the student or the participant can see his result or her result, and you can, for example, if you want to encourage him another time, you can let him another time to respond to this quiz. Here, those are some options for responses. Accept responses. Yes, I want to accept responses. If you want to put start date, what does this mean? When we press it, it means that I want to start this quiz on the 7th of August. At which time? 7? No, for example, at 7:15, okay? Then if you press start date, you must select this end date. It means when did it start and when did it what? And as you know, there are some electronic or many electronic exams, and they have definite time. When we were at universities, for example, they gave us some assignments, some quizzes, and they have allotted time. And when we wanted to resend it another time after the time which was appointed, they didn't allow us to. So started time, the time, the date, and the time exactly here, and the same day after 15 minutes you need, or for example, no, after 30 minutes. Look here, 1915, 1945. If you want to change another time, you can change just 15 minutes, okay? So this is for start date and end date. Then we can choose if we want shuffle questions. What do you mean by shuffle questions? It means when I let them another time to repeat the same exam, I don't want, for example, this is number 12. I don't want this question to always appear as it is 12 question. No, here it is 12, another time it is 9, another time it is 6, another time it is 1, etc. Why? What is the importance of this? Who can tell us why do we choose this option? Why do we shuffle questions? Please write in the chat box. Why do we choose shuffle questions? Why? What is its importance? Please write in the chat box. Yes, Dr. Khulud Amouche says not the same order. Why? Why? Yes, Dr. Khulud, so as not to keep space for memorizing. Excellent, excellent. So for not memorizing, to avoid cheating. Excellent, Miss Asma. Taqwa. Yes, thank you, ya Taqwa. Yes, excellent. Yes. So in order not to cheat, in order not to memorize without understanding, to engage, Zohrab says to engage students' attention. Excellent. Yes, thank you. That's my answer too. Yes, Miss Awatif, thank you. Nawal says to concentrate. Maha says to avoid cheating. Excellent. Thank you. So this is for shuffling questions. So don't let them to repeat. Don't let them repeat the same quiz without just clicking these options. Now you look, if you have a look here, when there is no tick here, there is no other choices, but there is no other choice, sorry. But when we tick here, look here, there are two options. Do you want to shuffle questions for all questions or to lock questions? I advise you to let this one, only to choose this one. Now then, show progress bar. If you want to show it, you can press it, but it is not allowed. As you see here, there is an exclamation mark. Then if you want to get email notification of each response, you create this quiz, and when each student or each participant, each colleague, each learner, answer, you will have notification in your email. And I don't advise with this because it will be very tiring, very exhausting. So don't tick here. Don't but tick here. Okay. Uh, Also here, customize thank you message. Here, I advise you to use it. It means to say thank you. You responded greatly, excellent, etc. Okay. So those are from the setting. From where? From the three dots. I choose setting. Okay. Setting, and then I choose whatever I want from this. Okay, here duplicate. What do you mean by duplicate? Duplicate, if we want to duplicate it, for example, when I want to reshare it to cooperate with my colleague, for example, I want to have or to not to let others to change my original what copy. So you can duplicate it and you can send the other copy for your colleagues, for your students if you want, for anyone you want. So you can duplicate it with the same questions, the same theme, all the things that are created inside this phone. Okay, this is for duplication. Look here, get the link to duplicate. Okay, it means I can have a link here. Look, then there is a link that then I can copy it or I can delete it. I can copy it now. I can send it now to you. Look here. Thank you, Mr. Ayman. Thank you very much. Thank you. It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. Thank you. So just I duplicate it, then there is a phone, a link for this phone, then I take it, copy and paste it in Teams, in WhatsApp, Messenger, on my Facebook page, for example, in any social means that you want. If you don't want it, just click here and it will be deleted. Okay, so from where did we get it? From the three dots also. I press here duplicate. It means I can make another new copy in order not to let others change my original one, in order not omit them or not omit them also, or make some mistakes in them. And when it appears, it is created by Shawqia Hawawre, for example, it has a lot of mistakes and others says, oh my God, Miss Shawqia has made a lot of mistakes in this form. Why? She is a good trainer. She is a good teacher. Why did she did so? Okay, so you can duplicate it. Okay, then you can print form. It is a very nice thing here in Microsoft Forms. It lets you print your form, for example, for those maybe students who don't have internet access, maybe, or you want to save it in your portfolio as a work paper, as a quiz, etc. So when you press print, look here you can see the printer. It is here in Arabic, but I can translate it. It is the printer. It means how do you want to save it as PDF? Look here, there is here some things here written. Do you want to save it like PDF? Okay, or like OneNote for Windows 10? OneNote also it is a Microsoft tool, as you know, or as a Microsoft XPS document writer, or Microsoft Print to PDF. If you like, you can choose anything you want. Sorry. Okay, so I can just click here. Then you can choose, do you want this vertical thing, okay, this shape, vertical, or the natural scenes? Look here, when I press the natural scenes, it changes like a landscape, for example. It is like not vertical, horizontal. It becomes horizontal. But if you want like this, yes, you can keep it. It depends on your preference, okay? Then, do you want to keep them or to print all the pages, for example, if you have 2 pages, or just the singular pages, or no, number, for example, 1 and 3, 5 and 7, or 2 and 4, 6 and 8, etc. Yes, and he gives you example, so you can choose. But of course, when we want to print the quiz, we want to print all the pages here. Here we have some additional setting. You can press on them. You can choose the paper size, for example. Do you want to print it on A4, A0, or A1, etc.? You can choose and pick any size you wish. Here also you can choose this one, maybe 100, 110. Maybe you can increase it here as you like, okay? And how many copies for each paper? Do you want, for example, 1 copy for each paper, or 9 copies, for example? Do you want 2 copies for each paper, etc.? Look here, he gives you a sample, like how will it appear, okay? Then there are many options. You can discover them by the way. Okay, then let's return here. This is from print form. Then we can come to feedback. What is feedback? Here, it is a very important point here to focus on. Look here, sometimes we have some problems, some challenges in creating or sharing our forms. So what will I do? I can give feedback to Microsoft. The company Microsoft. I really appreciate this association. It is very helpful always when I have some problems, some challenges, just I write to them and they immediately answer me and try to solve my problem. So you can give your feedback to this association. You can pick from these. I like something. We like to hear what we are doing. I don't like something. For example, I have a suggestion. If you have a suggestion for them, you can share your idea for improvement, for example, for feedback, for modification, for anything you want. So this is from these 3 dots from the feedback. Here the terms, it means that you can also agree on them. As any company, any association, you can look at them later. Now we will come to this thing, which is very, very important. It means that how can I share my knowledge, my experience with others? I just write them these exams, these forms, and don't share them. What is the benefit? So just wasting time, just wasting time. No, I want to share my experience in order to upgrade my learners' proficiency, to improve their levels, for example, to share ideas, to exchange ideas, etc. So I can press this one. Okay, look here. If we press here, you can send and collect responses. Here I chose anyone can respond. For this quiz, I chose anyone can respond. It means anyone with this link. Now I will send it. Look here. Anyone here in the meeting, or you can send it to any colleague, any student with you, you can, or they can answer it. So here, how to create an account using the phone. Yes, we will, Miss Iman, we will, inshallah. Wait a minute. So I can just copy it, and I can shorten the URL, as you know. Just press here, tick here, shorten URL in order to modify it, in order to decorate it maybe, and just copy it, and then go to any social media, WhatsApp, Messenger, Teams, Google Meet, whatever, and then you can send it to your colleagues, to your students, to any learner that you wish. Look here, when I created this form, there is link. Look here, you can also here copy link. When you press it, then you can copy here and paste it. As I said, you can send it via email. Look here, when I open this, or the email, my email on Outlook was opened, and here he says from my ministry account, of course, to whom I want send it to whom. For example, I want to send it to شوقية, for example, شوقية Hawawre. I will send it to myself first, for example, to show you gmail.com, or I can collect my students, my learners' emails, for example, and copy them, maybe 10, 12, 14, 100, how many you wish. Okay, then press it. You can add more other ones. Okay, and then you can send it. Look here, just press send. Okay, I will see if it is here. I will open my account. Yes, it is the other one. I have 2 accounts on Gmail because the first one is full. Look here, nice. So surprising, astonishing. Here I have received an email from Shawqia Hawawre. It is titled, please fill in vocabulary unit 1 and 2. If we have press here, we can open it. Look here, I can open it and see if it is the same form or not. This is by sending via email. لا يمكن, because maybe, yes, because it is special. Maybe I can modify it later on, but it is just for clarification. How can I send it via email? Or you can create QR. Just create QR. You can download as a picture, then send it as a QR. Some person, some learners say, I have a problem. I cannot open this form. Maybe because there are different accounts. You see, like what happens with me, for example, I have many accounts, so I must open it on the same account that I am using the forms with it. So So I can solve this problem maybe by creating QR. I can download, look here, it is downloaded here. Then I can open it, look here. How can I open it? Then I can send it. Okay, I will send it to you. If I can hear in the chat box, yes. Yes, you received also another thing, which is it is in the chat box. You receive it as a QR just by your mobile. You can open this form. This is from here. Or you can embed it. It means you can press here, you can copy the link, and you can press it in any website that you wish. It is like a link. It is like a link, but it is embed. For example, in Sway or in a web page. Here, look here, copy this code and paste it in a web page or Sway. You look, we have a lot of MIE experts. This year, we created our portfolios for applying to become MIE expert in Microsoft using Sway. So we used a lot of these embed links in this app. So you just copy it and then go to Sway. For example, I just copy, then maybe I can look here. Yes, I can open Sway, my Sway. This is my account on Sway or any web page. If you have a web page, for example, you can embed this link and just click on it. Let's wait. This is my Sway account. Yes, those are some of my projects on Sway. If, for example, yes, maybe I open this just for training to show you how can I embed it. Look here. Just click it here. Yes. No problem. Just to show you. Then let's return another time. Where we yes. So let's return to it. So just copy it and then you can embed it. But for the sake of the internet, it is here so weak inside my home. So I will not waste my time. Or you can also share it in your Facebook. Look here. If it is open, you can share it in your Facebook. Yes, look here. This is my Facebook. You can say something, please, مثلا, dear students, dear, sorry. Dear students, so you can write anything you want. Please open this form and try to send it via your email, via whatever you wish. Then you can here send it on your web or in your Facebook page. If I want here, just click here at the bottom you see, but I don't want to share it because it is not the thing that I want to share it on my Facebook now because it is not TD as I like. Okay, so this is for sharing on Facebook, or you can share it on the Twitter, on your account on a Twitter. As you know, we as educators, as global educators, should have a Twitter account. Look here, it here tells you, or the educator, or the colleague, the student, the learner, whomever you want, please fill in this form, and then you can make tags to Microsoft, for example, Microsoft to some teachers, students, whatever, or to Microsoft Office 365, etc., then you can tweet. You can tweet here, but also I don't want to tweet. Okay, so I will discard it. Then let's return. So this is about sending it. Now let's open a new account and make or create a form and a quiz. Please try to do like me, okay? I will sign out. I will sign out in order to make a new account. Now, let's go to this one. Also, I will sign out from this one. I will sign out. Yes, I will write office. Write with me, please. Office. Yes. Look here. When I write Office 365 or office.com, look here, there is this page will appear to you. Just press on this one, the first one, Office 365 login. Okay. Yes. Just press here, login. Now, I want to create an account. Yes, because I open my accounts, it immediately tells me that I can enter immediately. I will go to another one. Look here. So choose the first one. Look here, this is the Office 365. If we have a look here, those are some of the apps on Microsoft Office, like Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, Teams, Sway, Forms. I want this one. I want this one. Okay, if you don't have a Microsoft Office, you can create your account, but for the sake of time, I will not waste time for making Microsoft account. It means that you can create it by a ministry, for example, account, or by mobile account, okay? But for forms now, we entered for the forms by using the Microsoft Office login, then we can enter into forms. Look here, this is forms. This is the title of the app as one app of the Microsoft Office 365. If we have a look here, there is a plus here, then new quiz, and there is here another option. If we press here, we will have another option, which is a new form, new quiz and new form. What is the difference between both of them? New quiz, like the quiz that I showed you, new form, like the polls that I show you the responses, how many responses, for example, about Wakelet, about many here. Look here, I will show this one. I will show you this one. It is like a survey, a poll. I made it when I trained in another team as a guest speaker. For example, look here. How many responses do we have? 348. This is a form. This is a form, but the one that we have finished immediately was a quiz. So this is a form to collect feedback about, for example, this app, which is called Wakelet, for example. Look here, 348 responses, the name of the countries, some shapes about this app, etc., etc. If I want to open this feedback or this form in Excel sheet, I can press here to, yes, look here, I downloaded, I can open it in order to see who participated on it. Look here, those are the names. Look here, we will see how many ones. Is it 348 or not? Yes, look here, this is the last one, 348 numbers or participants in this poll, in this survey, in this form. And I wrote some questions because my target language is Arabic. You see it in Arabic. If you want to write it in English, you can write, for example, look here, their names, their countries, some questions about the app, etc., etc. So this is about how can I get analytics or analysis of my participants' knowledge, for example, in order to give them the correct feedback, in order to modify something, in order, for example, to encourage them to be better and better, etc. So this is about the phone. Okay, sorry, because I have a lot of phones here. Sorry. So this is about the form. Let's return back another time. So this is about the form. Look here, a new quiz. We want now to make a new quiz. We will press here. Please begin with me. Begin with me. In order to see if you can create one. If you have a look here, we will begin like this. No title, no background, nothing here. Okay, because it is a new one. What will we do here? We will write the title of our quiz. For example, did you know? If I want it, or unit 1, if you want to say it, unit, for example, unit 5, for 12 or for 6th grade, for example, titled, did you know? Maybe. Or about, for example, a history lesson, you can write it. Is it a math lesson? You can write the title. You can write, for example, about the present simple, passive voice, whatever, any language, any subject you teach, you can write it in any language, on any subject, you can create your quiz. If you have a look here, it is saved automatically. Look here, it is unit 5 for the 7th here. So I can modify and automatically it is modified here. So it is very nice. It is online exam. So it is saved automatically in case there is something wrong happened with electricity, with internet, for example, and you created a very nice, excellent quiz, and maybe the electricity cut, you will return another time and find your quiz as it is. Okay, so don't worry, not as for example using PowerPoints, the ordinary PowerPoint, when we were working on it for 1 or 2 hours and there is something wrong with the electricity, for example, our work was in vain. Why? Because it didn't, or it wasn't saved automatically. But here it is saved automatically. So write first the name of your quiz in order to return it easily. Okay. Then if you want to write some description, you can. If you don't, it is upon you. Okay. Please, for example, please read the questions correctly and submit the quiz on time if I have appointed the time. Okay, good. Now, if you look here, there is an image. It means that I can insert an image. Look here. And when I press on it, I can see three options. One is image search from Bing, from like Google, Bing, like Google, another browser, or from OneDrive if we have some pictures in OneDrive, or we can upload from our laptop, from our computers, from our mobiles, for example. Okay, so if I want to search, for example, here, no, knowledge مثلا, or school, I can write any word, then we will see. If you have a look in just short time, you can see a lot of several questions, several photos, nice ones. You can pick one. Yes, if we choose this one, I can just press on it, okay, and add it. If we here see, he says we couldn't download the image, try again, we will see another one, okay. Don't worry, don't worry. Some pictures are not uploaded for their size, maybe, okay. So here we uploaded an image which is suitable maybe for our age, our quiz. If we want to change it, we can press it here. If we want to delete it, also you can press here and delete it. Look here, I deleted, then I can press another time. I can search another time for another one, okay? Don't worry, there are a lot of nice and interesting photos, okay? Before we begin, let's another time come to the setting. As I said, before creating your questions, then you can make creating here. If we want options for quiz show results, as I said previously, you can let it as it is here. If you want to look it here, you can close it. But look, I want you to show your results for your students, okay? Then, who can fill in this form? There are many options. Someone maybe say, we didn't see these things in the previous form. Why? I want to tell you because it is created, and I said not only people in my organization can respond. If I chose this, you wouldn't answer that form. I guess that the link for the form that I sent, many have answered in them because I chose the first option. Anyone can respond, not only in my organization, but if I create this form, for example, for my students only, just my students inside my school, I just click here, only people in my organization can respond. And also I can pick those two options, record names and one response per person. What do you mean by why do we choose record names? Can you write in the chat box? Why do we choose record names? Yes, it is not open, maybe because you are not from my organization. Now I will let you and send you another form, inshallah, in order to answer it. Okay, don't be worried. Thank you, Dr. Yogesh. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sahar. Thank you, Aida. Thank you, Dr. Yahya. Thank you. Yes, Dr. Ustad Ayman. Yes, there is a form, but at the end. Ms. Fawziya, thank you very much. Ayman, thank you. Rania, thank you, all of you. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you, Sima. Why? Thank you, Dr. Abdullah. Thank you, Abdul Rahman. Thank you very much. Yes, why do we need students to write their names? Can you write in the chat box? Can you write? Why do you want to write, to let the student write their names? Why? Why? Can you tell me? Feedback. Yes, Dr. Khulud, thank you. Yes, for clear identification. Excellent. Can what? Rahmuna. Yes, thank you. Thank you to make sure that our student is the one. Yes, excellent, Rania. Yes, to know how each one progress. Thank you, Sana. Of course. Aida, thank you, Aida. Dr. Yahya, to know them, yes. So why do I create this form? To get feedback, to grade them, to, yes, great answer. Thank you. So your answers are valuable. Your answers are very excellent. So you should click here. If you don't tick here, then you or the form, the responses will appear without names. So how can you grade them? How can you get or give them the correct feedback? For example, you should and you must click here if you want to grade them, to modify some negative points, for example, some weaknesses, etc. Also, here, if you don't click here, one response per person, if you don't click it, it means that each student can answer the form many times. He can answer it maybe 5 times, 10 times, etc. And this will be very exhausting for you and for him or her. So just tick here in order to let them for one response each person. If you have, for example, 40 students, will you correct, for example, 80 papers, 2 papers, 2 quizzes for each one? Really, it is wasting time, okay? So this is for this option for your organization people in it, okay? But if you choose this one, anyone can respond, there are no options. It means that I can now send you the link and you can answer it, anyone, not only the people in my organization, okay? If we here specific people in my organization can respond. If you choose this one, only, for example, the 9th graders, for example, or the 7th graders, okay, or the weak students, etc. So if you choose this one, if you do choose this one, also there are 2 options. You want to record, to let them, sorry. You want to ask them to record their names in order also to get their feedback, in order to grade them, etc. And also you can click this one response per person, like this one. So just I want to click here, okay? Anyone can respond. Those are other options as we explained them. You can also look at them another time. Now let's begin with creating our quiz. Look here. When I press add question, there are many choices like this. Choice, text, rating, date, and here there are a lot of things. Let's begin with the first question, which is multiple choice. Look here. I can begin with this question. For example, I have prepared some questions, maybe. Any question just for training. Of course, when you make your question, it should be relevant to the title, of course. But here for training, I will give you many kinds of questions on different subjects. In the United States, for example, okay, I can pick here, put here the other one. Yes, sorry. Cancer. Please create your own quiz with me, okay? Then, in the United States, the first cause of death is, I want to make many choices. The first one is smoking, cancer. Can I only write 2 options or can I add more? No. Here, if you have a look here, you can add another option. For example, overweight, for example. You can add many others. If we have a look here another time, we can see here a circle with a tick here. It means that you should pick the correct answer in order to let the students know which is the correct answer. If you don't select the correct answer, there will be miss in this quiz. Okay, so select this. It means, look here, it changes from the white color. It was white, and when I tick it, it becomes green. It means that this is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. If we have a look here, you can here message for those who chose this. You can write a message, maybe true, correct answer, whatever. In each one, false, maybe. It means that these are the options for these answers. Also here, you can add false or wrong answer as you wish. Okay, so this is as or according to your preference. You can add more other options. Let's return to the same question. If we look here, okay, if we look here, we can see here insert media. What is insert media? I can insert a photo in order to make my quiz more enjoyable, more funny, interesting, etc. Press it, and you can see here two options in media, either an image or a video. It means I can insert an image like the previous one. Look here, three options: image search, OneDrive, upload. Maybe if we have some pictures in OneDrive, I can open it. If we have in my laptop, I can upload it. If we want to search, for example, I can search here smoking, yes, to tell them a hint on the answer. Maybe look here, I can pick any picture that I want. I can pick this one. I hate smoking, by the way, because it is unhealthy. Yes. Yes, look here. How nice it becomes. You will see it when you do your quiz, inshallah. It will become very, very amazing, very engaging. In the United States, the first cause is if you want to edit this, look here, there is something like a pen. Just press on it, and you can, for example, press on it. You can enlarge in it. You can another time make it smaller. You can enlarge it another time. You can press here to, for example, you want to concentrate on this. Look here, I can change, modify how the way that I want, okay, by pressing this or this, okay. It means here it returns as it was in the original picture. No, I want this one. I want to modify it. If we can change, if we want maybe here alternative text, if we want to write alternative text for screen readers, I don't write really, because I want some simple, easy thing in order to engage my learners, not to make a tough quiz for them. If you want to delete it, you can delete it, okay. So that's it. Okay, so in the United States, I can modify another time. Maybe look here, maybe I can see the font is not too large for my students or learners. I can here make like this, then make it bold. If I want to make it italics, if I want to underline it, I can. If I want to change the color of it, you will see it. If you want to largen it, you can. If you want to make the reverse thing, you can another time click in it. You can here click another time. If you want to make numbering 1, 2, 3, as in the Word, when we want when we write exams or work papers on the Word, you can number them. For example, example 1, 2, 3, or by this one by using bullets, etc. So look here, it becomes a very nice thing, a very nice question here. Here, the answers, as you see, this is the correct answer, and we make many things here. Here also there are some things. This one tells you that you can duplicate, copy question, copy it, or you can delete it. You can delete it. Okay, those are some options. Those the arrows, if you have a look at these arrows, they are not working. Why? Because I don't have many questions, just one question. We will see that they will appear after writing more questions. We will return to them. Another one, look here. Here, those are also important thing. You must press on this required. It means that the student or the learner must answer this question. If you don't press it and keep it as it is closed here, so the student can answer some questions without answering these questions. Okay, this question, sorry. So you must press on it. It means require that he must or she must answer this question. If there is a question with multiple answers, maybe 1 and 2 is correct, you can press on this, okay? But we have here only one question, so we don't have multiple questions. Here, 3 dots. Also, there are other options in each question. Shuffle options, you can, this one here, number 1, maybe when you press it, it will become number 3. Here, number 2, it will become number 1, etc. Shuffling, as we saw previously. Drop down, it means you can also make the reverse thing. If you want to use math, for example, symbols, you can press on it. Yes. For example, look here, it changes, and here it appears like this. If you want it to return, you can return. No, I don't use it. I don't want to use it. Just press on it and it will return as it is. If we want to subtitles, you can choose it. It means another title. I don't want to it. If you want to add another branch, you can press it. I don't want to concentrate on each item because I want you to use as many easy quizzes as possible in order to engage and motivate your learners. Okay, so then another time I can add another question. Okay, now text, maybe I can say what is another question. It means that I want them to write the answer, not to choose. What is the capital of Palestine? Okay, now here I can write the answer, but there is some important thing I want to draw your attention to. Wait a minute. I first write the answer, Jerusalem. Okay. Sorry. Here the subtitle. Here the answer. Look here. There is something important here. As I said, if you want to enter subtitle, it means that you can write it correctly. Maybe if you are a math teacher, for example, you want, for example, to write a number 19. For example, you can ask them to write it in numbers, not in words, etc. It means as a clarification. Okay, now I wrote the first answer, but it is very important thing. Sorry, here I will return to something. I forgot it. Here the points. we didn't mention them because we are so hurry. So you should write the points for each answer, 2 points, 1 point, 5 points, etc., according to the question. Okay, so don't forget this. Don't forget this in order to grade your learners, to grade them. So if you forget, how can you know how did he get or she get? But if you put here 2 points, 1 point, 10 points, etc., you will see your students' grades. For example, one is 12, the other is 10, etc. So don't forget it. Sorry. Now, look here. It means that I here can return to the same question. Just press on it, okay? Then you can return. What is the capital? As I said, you can also add, for example, another photo. I can upload now. I can upload from my laptop. Sorry. We will see. So we can upload from my laptop. A nice photo. Yes, look here how interesting and beautiful is the Dome of the Rock. It is in Jerusalem, so it is related to our questions. So I added, then I can make this like this, the first question, also bold, the same color, the same size, etc. Look here, only the questions, but the answers not. Now, let's return another time to the answers. Add answer. Okay. So I can add answer here. Jerusalem, I said. I want to add another answer. Why? Some students misspell or didn't write correctly for the word Jerusalem. Maybe a student will write this, Jerusalem, with a small letter. So if I just write Jerusalem with this J capital, okay, if the student writes Jerusalem here with small letter, the computer will grade his question as wrong answer. So I can add many other choices. Some will write Al-Quds, okay? Al-Quds, okay? Then I can add another one, Quds. So many choices I can say, I can add many. I can add as many answers as I wish, because here write correctly, it means the computer will add it and grade it as it is written here. Also, here I want to write another 2 points. Then another question. So this is choices, 3 choices. I picked the correct answer. I add the question. I change the font, the color, etc. Then here in text, I ask them, for example, to write the answer, or maybe you can say for them, how is the weather in Palestine, for example. They can write also, but also you can either write many choices, or you can just don't put points here for this question, okay? And don't forget to use this in order to ask the student to answer it as a must, Then let's come to rating. Rating, it means what is your opinion? What is your opinion on this workshop? Here also, if you want to, for example, have to insert a video, image, etc., you want, but for the sake of time, I will not make these choices in every one. We will return another time. Look here, the same thing. Okay. Yes. Now, if you look here, we can also enter a subtitle, and here we can see stars. Do you want to use stars for for this ranking. For example, 1 star, 2 star, 3, here 5 stars, or you can just use 3 stars. Here the symbol star. If you want to change it to number, not to as a star, you want to choose 1, 2, 3. If you want, for example, to use these numbers, you can. Also, here, no number, no points, because it is opinion. If he says, for example, it is excellent, for example. 1, for example, excellent, مثلا, excellent. 2, good. 3, no opinion. Okay, if you want this, okay, so you can choose anyone you want, either stars or something. Look here, if you want to copy this question, you can copy it, and you can see the same question here in order not to repeat the same thing, and you can change here, just change the question another time. For example, if we want to change it, you can just change it in the same font, in the same color, or the same thing. I press on it, okay? Here you see the arrows. If you want to put here, to put it upper, look here, you see, it changes its position. It becomes number 1 after it was, for example, number 3 or number 4. So this is for changing the position of your question. Or you can also use this. You can use this. Just press on it, and by putting it in the position, in the place that you wish. Okay, so either by these things, look here, by these arrows, you can change them, or you can also by using this thing, by pressing on your mouse and put it in any place on any site you wish. Look here, I can change wherever I wish. Okay, then I can another or add another one. I can, for example, the date. For example, I ask about the date. When is your birthday? مثلا. Sorry, capital. When is your birthday? Okay, they can press here. Look here, they can press here, or they can write, for example, anyone. Let's see if it is. No. I don't know why doesn't work here. Here you should press it, and here the calendar will appear, but maybe there is a problem. Don't worry, it is not necessary, but just for telling you about each one. Here, this one is very important. Here, when we press this button, you can see many options. It is here, for example, ranking. It means that I can write a question and put them the things in order. How? For example, put the words in order to form a correct sentence. Okay, maybe here to museum, museum. Yes, my friend. Then I can add another option. Okay. To museum, my friend, and another option, the. Okay. we will see how it works, okay? And also you can make the same things that you made in the previous one by adding a photo, by duplicating it and copying it, by deleting it, by moving its position as you like. If you want to delete this option also, you can delete it. You can put here 2 points and it is required. So this is from where? From this one, and it is a very nice thing. It tells or it shows how much is the students understanding for example, the order of sentences, for example. Type. Let's come to this one, like it. It is also a very nice thing. The word, look here, the word fast in the following sentence is noun, verb, adjective, adverb, adverb. هاي ما بدي إياها. Yes, look here. When I write this sentence, the word fast, as you know, fast is an adjective as an adverb. As in English teachers, we know this, and we explain this many times to our students. If we want to check their understanding, I can put this this question. The word fast in the following sentence is, he gives me other options. I see them. If we want to add all of them, not to write, I wrote them. I wrote noun, verb, adjective, sorry هنا adverb. Yes, if I want to add all of this, pronoun, preposition, interjection, conjunction, if we want just to click on this, we will, or they will be added, but I don't want to add them. I wrote them. Here, Hamid eats fast. He can click here. If it is a noun, he can click here, noun. If it is a verb here, if it is here, adjective, adverb, etc. And the other sentence, Hamid is fast, also he can pick the suitable answer for it. We will see when I share the link with you. Also, it has 2 points, okay? It is from here. It is like it, okay? Net promote score, this one is not so important. If you want to add another section, for example, look here, section, it means, for example, write what, write about what you feel when you have the highest mark, مثلا mark in the class, or what, for example, what is your opinion about what is happening in Jerusalem, or about the weather today? Any question to express their opinions, okay? So they can write anything they wish, okay? You can add also a photo if you want. So this is about another section. You can also, this is the title of this section. Then you can another one add other questions like the previous one. So maybe I feel, for example, hopeless, hopeful, Maybe also I want to check their understanding with the prefix. No, the adding here at the end, less and full. They are the opposites if they understand the difference between them. For example, here said. So I can choose this one. Also, I can make the same changes. I can put here 2 points. No, multiple, no, here required, yes. And if you want to also to copy this question, you can copy it, you can change it as you like. Okay, so those are some of the things, the questions that we write in our quizzes or quiz. You can change anytime you wish. Now, if we want to make a preview before sharing, look here. This is how well it appears by using the computer, and this is how it will it appear by using the mobile. يعني if you share the link for your learners, they will open it either using mobiles or computers. This is how it appears in their mobiles. The title, the subtitle, the question. Look here. Yes, they can pick any question that they like. Look here. It is just for training, as I said, but when you make a quiz, you will make it as correct as possible. And here, as it appears like in their computer, look here. Yes. So I can check them if I answer them. What is the capital? Maybe I write in order to check everything before sharing. As you know, sometimes there will appear some challenges. What is your opinion in this workshop? Look here, one excellent, two, because sometimes students or learners mixed between those numbers. Maybe they use one as excellent and others say one is not excellent. So I can, with using subtitle, clarify this thing. One excellent, three no opinion. Maybe it is one. What is your opinion? Yes, it is here repeated because I repeated it in order to show you how can we copy the same question. I can now delete it. When is your birthday? Yes, sorry, now it appears. Sorry, yes, maybe I can say fourth. طبعا no fourth change the year. Maybe this one, yes, it is fake, but for just for training, so it is correct. Here it is shown when we share it, not when we write it, because here Sorry. Yes, can you hear me now? Sorry, the internet was cut. I returned. Can you hear me? Please write number 1 if you hear me. Yes. Can you hear me? Yes, now can you
يا
hear
دكتور
me?
شوقية الصوت
نعم.
تمام.
تمام الحمد لله. Sorry because the internet was cut.
شيري بس الشاشة.
Now I return. Inshallah we will finish. نعم.
شيري الشاشة بس.
يلا ماشي. Sorry for this thing. Here the internet access is so weak. Now we reached here. Miss Aida, did you see here the calendar? شفتوا لما عملت على البيرثدي؟ Miss Aida.
نعم
Miss
معاكي
Aida.
حضرتك، اتفضلي. اتفضلي يا دكتور. نعم.
شفتوا لما كتبت على البيرثدي؟ شفتوها؟ تمام. So let's continue. Inshallah, we will finish in a few minutes. Now, this question, how can I do it? Put the words in order to form a correct sentence, which was in the like it, as you know. Look here, maybe I will show it to you another time in order to remind you where did you get it. Yes, look here. Insert new from this one, like it. Okay, how can I do it? Look here, put the words in order to form a correct sentence. You can see here, just raise it here. My friend, then this one went, this one to the museum. Excellent. Or you can use the arrows here. You can put here, press here, etc. Okay, the word fast in the following sentence, this is from where? From ranking, okay? This one, let's see it. The word fast in the following sentence is Hamid eats fast. Fast here is adverb, okay? But Hamid is here adjective, okay? Then you can, because we have another section next, one question needs to complete it before going to next. Yes, because I didn't finish. Look here, it is an important thing. Because I didn't finish one question, he will not let me to proceed to another section unless I complete all the questions, because they are a must. They are a compulsory ones, okay? Because it was repeated, as you know, maybe, okay? Here, then write about what you feel. I feel hopeful, then I can submit, and we will see there will be what respond to our quiz. Then I can return back. See, you see here, response 1. Response 1, it means that there one participant answering it. I can open the Excel sheet and see the answers of this participant or these participants, and we'll see which is the correct answer, etc. Okay, now let's see now how can I change the preview. We made it. The theme we said that I can choose from these ones, okay? Either this one, for example, this one, as you like. You can change according to your preference, or you can pick this one, or you can press with from this one. Plus, you can choose a picture from also image insert. search or OneDrive or upload. If I press here, I will see if there are some photos here. Yes, maybe there are no ones because I make a software for my laptop in OneDrive, so I can search for this one. Look here, learning maybe, or boy, maybe I say boy. Yes, you can pick any boy, any nice boy. He looks nice. How beautiful is he? Okay, so I can choose this picture as a background of my quiz, or I can customize it. I don't use it really. If you want to delete another time the image and change it, you can another time. Okay, this is the theme. So you can pick from these or from these colors and backgrounds, or you can choose from your computer. If you want to hide them, hide them. If you want to show, you can press show. Now, how can I collect responses? As I said, here anyone can respond. If I copy this one now, please try and say if you can answer them. Okay. Please, anyone open the form that I sent and try to answer
أهم
it.
سؤال
Can... نعم.
لا بس كان في سؤال كتير بيسألوا على الفورم. هو الفورم اللي حضرتك لسه
حاضر الآن إن شاء الله رح
رسلاه
أبعثه.
شغال.
هي هون هذا الفورم للكويز الآن. الفورم
ده
للكويز.
شغال
هاي فورم
شغال.
تبع الشهادة. شغال؟ جاوبوا والله جاوبوا. هذا فورم الشهادة رح أبعثه لأنه يمكن طولنا على الناس، بس لأنه يستحق. لا، الفورم هيو يا أستاذ غسان. الفورم the last one is the form for the certificate, but the one before the last for the quiz that I made, the sample quiz. Okay, please answer it. Okay. I want see if there are some responses in order to let you or to show you how can you collaborate, or you can use it as a time with other colleagues. Yes, we will see if there are responses. Please. Alaf. Yes, I refresh it to see if there are responses to the quiz. Nothing till now. Please, can you open it? Answer any answer, just for training. Of course, you are from different subjects. One is a math teacher, science teacher, religion teacher, Arabic teacher. Yes, I know this. Or French language, other languages, etc. But try to answer it. So I can return here. If I send it here, like anyone can respond, so all of you can respond. Okay. But if I press here to collaborate or duplicate, you can press here a link to view and edit. It means if I now send you this link, I can send you this link in order to change in my quiz. What does it mean? Sorry. Please, the mics, mute yourselves. Mute yourselves, please. Now, I send you another link in order to collaborate with me. You can edit, you can omit, you can add anything you want on the same quiz, Please see it. Completed. Excellent, Miss Rania. Excellent. Yes, we will see. Now, you see here, there are some colors appear here. Miss Rania is also editing. He says to me that there is someone edits my original quiz, and it is a very nice thing. It tells me that there is collaboration. There is collaboration. Look here, you see? Yes. So the red one is for Rania. The pink one is for Fatima. Excellent. So two persons are editing and collaborating in my quiz. Look here. Look here. Yes, there are 18 responses. 18 participants answered this quiz. And we will see the Excel sheet if their answers are correct or not. Look here. Jerusalem, how many answers did they write? Jerusalem, Al-Quds, Quds, Al-Quds, Al-Quds, etc. Yes, very nice. You are very active. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm really very happy with you because you are active participants. Excellent. So here I press on it, then get the link to view and edit. Not or and edit. It means that you can edit, you can omit, you can add anything you wish. Okay? If this thing is clear for you, please write number 1. Please collaborate with me. If everything is clear, obvious for you, please write number 1 in the chat box. Thank you, Rania. Please write number 1 if it is okay for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you. Yes, hope so, hope so. MashaAllah, you are very distinguished participants. Thank you. So let's continue. So this is from here. I just click here, get the link and send to my colleague to collaborate with me side by side at once. Look here. Okay. Then or I can send this as a template. It means allow others. Look here, when I put the arrow here or the mouse, he tells me allow others to use this as a template and make it their own. It means that they just keep the template and then they can modify it. And responses are not included. This is something important. When I send this as template, I will send it to you also. Look here. They will use it, my colleague will use it as a template and change in it, modify in it, okay? But without responses. So this is something important. So those are that kinds of sharing. Just share for collecting responses to see and grade them, for feedback, etc., or for collaboration, or using as a template. Okay, this is for a quiz. Look here, the responses. How many responses? 31 responses. Okay, review answers. If I want to review answers, look here, smoking, it is the blue color. Cancer, one answer the cancer and it is wrong, which is orange. Overweight, 2 answers this one, which is a green one. So it means that they are good students. It tells me as a feedback, a good feedback that my students are very good. 90 of respondents, 90%, 91 of respondents. It means it is an excellent percentage. 29 of 32 answered this question correctly, and it tells me that I am a good trainer. I am a good teacher. Okay. If I want more details, I can press here and see who is, for example, the first one, because here I don't write the name for the quiz, so it appears as anonymous. But another time I will write the name. I will ask a student to write their names. Okay, responses. This is the first response: smoking. So those are the responses for the first question. Okay. If I want to open it in Excel sheet, as you know, in order to have a look and to give their feedback, to grade them, look here, Yes, you see the first one, the time when he begins, the date, etc. When he finishes it, the time of the beginning and finishing it. The email, I didn't ask for their emails and their names, so anonymous. The points that he had, for example, the first one 6 out of 12, 2, 6, 4, etc. And those are the answers. Look here, look here. Yes, like this. Jerusalem, no idea, Jerusalem, codes, SSS, Jerusalem, etc. So those are some of the things that I can get the feedback from the Excel sheet as analysis of my students or participants. It is very nice. Thank you. I congratulate you. You are very excellent ones. Now, after finishing the collaborating and duplicating and the sharing, either as a link or a template, how can we make the last point? The last point, how can make a poll or a survey? We will return another time to the forms page here, okay? Look here, this is the one that I made with you for training. Look here, the name of the quiz, the name of the creator of this quiz. How many responses? 37 responses. Here there are 3 dots. When I click on them, I can see open if I want to open it. If I want to copy it in order to have the same template and modify on it. If we want to move it, it means, look here, if I click on it, can I move it, for example, to this group, to this group, to this group, to this group? It means that I can send it to my groups on Teams. I have a lot of groups and Teams, either for me or for me with my colleagues. For example, I want to send it to this one. Look here. Yes, sorry. Then I can press move. Then it will be moved. Look here, it is uploaded. Here, you see it? So I can, just by clicking on the 3 dots, I can move it to any team that I want inside my Microsoft Teams, inside any other group that I want to share with my students or with my colleagues, okay? From the 3 dots here. So open, copy, move, add to pinned. Pinned means cannot move. If you want to pin it, or remove from the list. If you want to remove it because it is not ready, for example, it has a lot of mistakes, maybe you can remove it from the mistake, from the list. Here, recent, it means the most recent ones, the latest one, okay? The pinned ones, if there are pinned ones, because I don't have pinned ones, there are no anyone in this thing. Shared with me, if anyone share any quiz with me, also it will appear here, but it seems that there is no any other form that shared with me. Now let's return the last point, to make a poll. Do we have to grade it? Please. Sorry.
صدق بالله نفس الدنيا فيها
Please.
هيقعد المية ما هيكش رجعت له ربع ساعة.
I will mute all because there is a mess. Please unmute yourself. Mute yourself, sorry. Please. Now, can we grade the poll? Please say yes or no. Yes. Thana says no. Can we grade the poll? Can we put grade points on the polls? Thank you, Fatima. Thank you very much, Awatif. Thank you, Rania. Thank you, Fatima. Yes, hope so. I want to see your forms, your quizzes, your forms. Yes, so we don't have to grade this thing. For example, opinions or yes, opinions or feedback on the Microsoft Phones session. Yes, I can write the title as you know here. I can make the changes as you know also. Maybe I change the color, the font, etc. Make description, etc. Here I can see this session or webinar is fruitful, fruitless, no idea. Okay, and you will press required. Okay, but no points. You see here, no points, because it is a poll, like a survey, in order to collect feedback, in order to see how successful was, for example, this session. Sorry. Okay, you can add another one. Maybe express your or how much benefit did you get from session? Look here, I press long answer in order to let them to write their answer here. Okay, then I can add another one, rating, for example. This is very interesting and very helpful for writing polls. For example, I can press this one, I can cut it, for example, cut it, and I can insert here this one. For rating, it is very suitable and preferable, and I can omit this. How? I can just press here delete, then it will be deleted, and here how much benefit did you get from this session. You can use these and use images also required, also no points, etc. Add an
الصوت
مرة هيك بصير معي. بعده مش جاي الشبكة بالمرة.
في صوت
ألو ألو
شوقية، في صوت، طلع الصوت. يعطيها
هلا.
العافية.
سامعينك أستاذة.
الله يعافيكم. سوري يعني مش عارفة النت عندنا مشكلة. احنا تقريبا هنا يعني مش عارفة النت عندي على اللابتوب انقطع تماما. Sorry. So the internet was cut because of the weakness here. So sorry. But if there is any question, you can raise your hand and answer. And the form for certificate was sent in the chat box. Please write your emails correctly, your names, and receive your certificate via the email immediately. Please write your feedback in order to see if you understood this session or not, if it is fruitful or not, and sorry for interruption. Thank you. Yes. So, Ms. Sana, go to your email, refresh it, and you will find your certificate. Thank you, Amira. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, you can leave, Ms. Sana, because the internet was cut now from my laptop. I just use my mobile phone and everything. I think that I fulfilled. If there is any question, you can ask. Thank you, Ms. Sana. Thank you, Samani. Thank you all, Aisha. Thank you. Yes, if there is any comment, any feedback, you can talk. Thank you, Al Hassan. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, Amani, Aisha, please help yourself. Unmute yourself. Marwa, thank you. Like you. You are also wonderful. Thank you very much. Yes, Aisha, unmute yourself. You are raising your hand. Ask your question. Aisha. طيب, Amani.
Thank you for your session. It was marvelous. Thank you.
Thank you.
But I just want to ask one question. What about if I'm a math teacher and there is lots of signs and things that I use for math? Is there how to add those signs while doing the questions?
Yes, if you look at the last option, when we want to add a question, the first one is choice, text, etc. The last one, when there are arrows, there are some things which is called math. So you can press them and you can use these fractions and symbols. But really, for maths teachers, there are some challenges. So how can we solve these challenges? You can write them or draw these symbols or the drawing that you want to show your student and to upload in your quiz on a paper. Just take a photo for it, upload it as a picture and insert it in your quiz. Okay? Then it is solved. Understood?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Appreciation. Yes, Sadine. سدين
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. حياك الله.
Thank you أستاذة شوقية. اسمه
Thank you.
المحاضرة كانت very nice, very beautiful.
Thank you very much. وانتظرونا إن شاء الله ضيفي أنا في آخر الشهر كمان في العربي عن نفس الموضوع إن شاء الله. المرة عملناها في الإنجليش.
Thank you, teacher Shawqia.
Thank you. You are very distinguished student, Sadine. Thank you.
I love you.
Me too. Thank you. Yes, Aisha, what about writing a paragraph? Yes, Miss Aisha, I don't advise anybody to ask about writing a paragraph. Why? Because if you put, for example, 2 or 5 points on this paragraph, on this question for writing a paragraph, he will fail in the exam. The student will fail in the exam because the computer will grade these questions automatically. But if you want to ask them to write a paragraph about, for example, if you are an Arabic teacher or English teacher, maybe you can, or you don't, or you shouldn't put points on it. You can grade it by or manually. You can grade it manually. It means that you can read the paragraph and add the points to the quiz. Understood? I hope that I answered this question. So I don't advise to write long questions, long answers in the quiz. Okay? If you want to ask the student to write about his opinion on some topic, you can either grade it manually or you can, you don't put the points on it. Thanks, Marwa. Thank you. رانيا فورم الحضور. Thank you. عائشة, thank you. Yes, فورم الحضور أرسلنا، راح أرسله كمان مرة. Shall we send the email here? No. Miss Intisar, there is a form. Write your email and form and the feedback in the email, in the form, and you will receive the certificate via the email. Okay? Thank you, Neren. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Amira, Nihad, Ahmed, Hiba. Thank you very much, Nuha. Yes, thank you, Mariam. Aida, thank you. Ayman, thank you. Karima, thank you. Marwa, thank you. Thank you. Ayman, Mariam, كمان مرة. إن شاء الله عنكم. Yes, I appreciate your active participation, your nice comments, feedback. I hope that you get benefit from this session. Garbanar Anwar, Garba أنوار maybe مش شوقية الفورم مش راضي لا الفورم بيفتح والدليل إنه كثير فتحوا وعبوا بيكون من عندك المشكلة. اللي عنده مشكلة بفتح الفورم يا ريت يعمل له كوبي ويروح يفتح براوزر ثاني ويعمل له بيست. ماشي؟ وعادي جدا عادي جدا بيفتح وبتعبي معلوماتك وإن شاء الله بتوصلك الشهادة عبر الإيميل. أوكي؟